So here we are, that happens. We catch up, Kiasi, then I drop the bomb. I tell her, if you say yes to me right now, I have a plan for you.
What?
Yeah. She looks at me.
So let me ask you, and was Kiguta at Hope FM at this time?
No, she wasn't there by the time I was in.
Okay.
She had already left.
Okay, this one.
Yeah, so the show was being hosted by Njugush and Moz.
Nice.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
I understand this era right now.
So all that is going on up to around August. So concurrently, as that is going on, I am starting to send SMSs to that kachik whose butter is so.
Hey! Karumba.
Oh, God. So I started SMSing this girl, back then there was no WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Back then is solid text. So we're texting each other, just checking up on each other. Nothing much, no flirting is happening there.
When did this start? From the time you met her? Back and forth?
No. During this whole time, we are meeting each other at social events.
Oh, church.
Like someone's birthday, someone's doing this. So we're becoming friends. And we became really good friends during those 2 years as it's going on. Because it got to a place where we were borrowing each other bus fare. So we were good friends.
Nice.
Not only with her, but people within that community. You see, Pastor Chola was mentoring Pastor Jemo, and Pastor Jemo James Okumu.
Yes.
Pastor James Okumu was Pion's mentor, then Pion was my mentor. Is that making unaona sasa venye trilogy inaenda?
Nimeona.
It's like fourth or fifth generation.
By the time even you talk to Pastor Jemo, that is yes, because Pastor Jemo alishikilia Juliani hivi. He held him.
Yes.
I've seen this era.
So now, with that in place, anywhere there is Pastor Jemo, everyone under Pastor Jemo would all meet. So because his cell is mentoring other people, as his wife's cell is mentoring other people. And so this whole community, when there's a birthday there, we all go. When there's a graduation there, we all go. When there's this there, So out of all this interaction that we are meeting together, so sinaonapo kuna exchange. So your friendship is slowly growing. So there is that friendship. We can ask each other fair because we are all young. We are all trying to figure out life together and stuff like that.
You know what?
Yes.
I have to say this. Say what you want about Lighty.
Yes.
But the fruits are the fruits.
Where?
Do you know, I know, so even my last interview a year ago,
Yes.
Same fruits.
Passed by through Lighty?
Yeah.
What?
And for him it was foundational. So there's something that I can see that is long-lasting about salvation principles that are taught in Lighty.
Let me tell you, if you backslide and you went through Lighty, it's on you. Because you are equipped to live without a church. And I'm going to tell you how it comes into place in the next decade.
Oh.
Yeah, remember, we haven't entered 2010 and over.
Hata COVID hajutaingia.
Kuisha.
No, but I've just noticed that because I've got to give props where there's fruits.
Those guys are keen about souls. They're keen about souls and equipping souls quickly. Like making sure this guy is grounded in less than 2 years.
Okay.
They want to make sure that in 2 years, you can be able to take care of yourself. You don't need to depend on a pastor. You don't need to depend on a cell group. You don't need to depend on... They're equipping you to be able to walk this journey.
That is powerful.
Yes.
I've never heard a church say that.
Yes. That's what... And they're very intentional about it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm SMSing this girl. So around August, I ask her for a hangout. And so she comes. We pass by through Tuskys Pioneer, which has now closed. Buy some 2 juices and some queen cakes. We enter August Bomb Blast. At that point, August Bomb Blast is filled with flowers because people had just celebrating a memorial.
Yes.
So we go, we chill down. Before what happens next, I'd made this funny prayer. I'd made this prayer because out of hanging out with the community I was in church. And because we'd go and hang out a lot, I wanted to know who is going to be my partner by how I am served. That was a very key thing for me. So anytime we'd go and hang out together, people would be told sodas are there, or juices are there, or if you want some teas over there. So no one is serving you anything. Nothing wrong with that. Serve yourself. But I said, God, the day someone will serve me something, that's how I'll know. And I was very specific. Anyone who will put sugar in my tea or put a straw in my drink, that's how I'll know that is my wife.
Bro, you kind of left it open, eh?
I left it. It's a very shallow prayer.
Sugar in my tea.
Yes. It's a very shallow
Thank God
prayer.
I didn't serve you, man. Straw in my drink. Bro, might as well just say anyone who opens my bottle top. I was waiting for you to tell me who puts sugar in my tea but brings me a croissant.
I don't know why.
I'm joking.
That's a good one, by
No,
the
but
way.
you know what the thing is? It was like, the thing I like about you,
Yes.
as much as I've made fun about this
Yes.
thing, the thing I like about you is that you challenge God. You get what I mean?
I've not even seen
so
it like that.
before you've told me, I told God, I'm going to come and sit in front. Let's see what you do.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
You get what I mean?
Okay,
So in your story, there's all of these things that you are trying to involve God in what it is that you are doing, or which is in your decisions. People don't do that. Not too many people do that.
Wow. So here we go. We sit with this girl. I am going to pick my drink. She picks a drink, opens it, puts a straw in, and then says, Shika.
Oh.
My mind. This chick doesn't know what she has done. Either way, I compose myself and we start catching up.
Do you like her? Do you have feelings at this time?
Aye. See, I'm messing her.
Oh.
One of the things...
But you told me you're her friend. When did it move from friend to something?
It was 2008. It was 2007 coming 2008. At the end of 2007, I remember Pastor Jemo sat us down as men and he was teaching us about preparing for a partner. And I remember he said something in the lines of, don't ever think it can work with one person. All right? And so I want you guys to do something. I want you to take a piece of paper and write a girl you'd marry right now if you had the resources. Right now, write her name. If not her, if she says no, write the next person you would go for. So we were all writing, all these girls. Write your number 1, write your number 2, your number 3. Just write. I'm sure you can hit 4 or 5 girls within the community that you are in that you think you can marry. And we all wrote and say, go for number 1. If number 1 says no, go for number 2. It's not a matter that there is nothing like soulmates.
Like the one.
There is nothing like the one, bro. As long as you have capacity to agree and disagree, it can work. I promise you it can work. And so that's how I approached it. So when the following year came,
that's different.
Yes. So when I was approaching the girl very confidently. If she said a no, I just move on to the next one. So here we are. She's opened straw. And we are seated together.
But by the time...
Yes.
This is the thing I'm trying to find out.
Yes.
By the time you've singled her out...
Yes.
What
she was at the top of my list.
Or something had shifted.
What was it?
Yes. When did she move from friend to...
like
maybe.
a potential?
Yes.
I like that question. It was every time we met within a community setting.
Okay.
I would see how she was carrying herself. I would see how she handled other ladies, how she handled other men. I would just observe and I would notice. And I would go like, if I ever had a wife, I would want a wife who behaves like this. I just noticed her behavior. In public, without even talking to her. Because in a public setting, you can't really katiana. It's more of chit chat to ya juju because we are all 10 of us are now talking. So I see how is that unfolding. Then I observe. She was not the only one. There were other girls in that room also. I'm also observing. But she really stood out for me. Plus also, I was biased by the fact that she was the first girl I saw. Is that making sense? So yeah. So here we are. That happens. We catch up. Kiasi. Then I drop the bomb. I tell her, if you say yes to me right now, I have a plan for you.
What?
Yeah. She looks at me. She says, oh.
Then and there, huko kwa straw.
See, we've done all the catching up, we are done and stuff. Now I feel like we're about to close this conversation. Then I drop it. Then I say, if you say yes to me right now, I have a plan for you. And the girl is like, she looks at me. She says, Karosh, you know what? You're a very good friend. Okay? And then she says, I'm going to pray for you. So I look at her, and in my mind I go like, that is not a no. She did not say N-O. She said she was going to pray. I'm still going to pursue. So I walk out, and from there I continue pursuing her.
So what question were you going to ask her?
Later on I tell you.
Okay. Oh, it's coming in a camp.
That question is coming.
Okay, sir.
So I continued pursuing the girl. At the same time, the year is coming to an end. Guess what happens? Around April there, April 08.
Yes.
Something happens, and then I have to go and move in and live with Mose. See, remember, I'm living with Pion and the sister and the other siblings. So during that, a commotion beyond me unfolds. That is beyond my control. I wish I could talk about it, but I don't have the clearance for that.
No problem.
So a commotion beyond me there unfolds. The problem is not beyond. The problem is beyond now. So he looks at it and he goes like, Karosh, I can't help you beyond here. And I go like, I totally understand. So I call Mose and I tell him what is going on. Mose says, guess what? I'm going to host you. So from around May, remember, I've met Mose. Mose has known me since all these years, but he's told me to join K-Crew, and in less than 3 weeks, here he is hosting me now.
Do you know why? I told you.
Yes.
Just earlier on, I told you. I remember you meeting you, and you are suddenly in my video.
Yes.
But I didn't per se know you vizuri.
Yes.
It's like even if you look at that video, Moses is there.
Yes.
And Moses was supposed to be the DJ.
Yes.
But Moses is in a he's the gate guy.
Yes.
So I've seen you there. Then my next recollection of seeing you, do you know as well?
No.
At Moses' house, DJing.
There. That's how I ended up in his house.
So I'm always, so I remember now when I got to know you,
yes,
you were always at Moses' house.
There, I started living with them. Technically, Mo's big sister, the late, is the one who was taking care of everyone there. Remember, Mo's big sister has 2 girls, has 2 kids.
Yes.
Wanga and Mo. That boy's name is skipping my mind.
Yes.
And then Mose lives in the other house with Njugush. And that's how I move in and I start sleeping on the floor together with Njugush. So you remember Mose used to sleep on the bedroom. And Cabrera is just across together with Soxy.
Yes.
And so that's how we all used to live. And I lived with them there. So remember, when there's no work, me, I'm just practicing. Because I'm now used to that. I'm a guy who goes like, I'm now planning my sets. I'm now planning my sets. We do that April, now August, around October. I am chilling at Moses' sister house. Okay? So we are there with Wanga, the other boy. We're all chilling, we are watching TV. Akisa. We're watching TV. Another advert runs on TV. Ads have changed my life, bro. Remember that Homeboy's advert? Second advert to change my life. I ran an ad and they see they are looking for the hottest DJ in the country. Bro,